Good morning, good morning, kings and players. My game tight ladies coming in. I got a special guest, my man Ike. So I want you guys to check in real quick. I'm gonna play you guys a song as usual, and make sure when you're coming in, you like the video, you share the video, drop in where you from, and if you a moderator, you know you gotta post these books for me real quick. Post the books for me. So let me get the song playing, and put a fire sign in the chat. Let me know y'all ready for some fire game. Something about this video. What about this you, nigga? Well, y'all check in, put fire signs in the chat. We're gonna start the show at 5 after, which is in like 30 seconds. Get the likes up, 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 I'm gonna start flowing if you get the likes up. Yo, 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 good morning, everybody. Let me just check in the people that's here right now on time, because you guys will be sliding in a little later like you always do. Let's see who we got in the building. Let me go out. Shout out to Jonathan W. Look, Alpha Breck, second on time. That's what's up. Christian Shoto, hey, man. Bear, Tisha, BC's, SC Flair, Principal Bay, Joe Blast, what up, what up, what up? So, man, let's get this party started. We want to get into some good game, guys, and some good stuff. Let me get this intro for you guys, and then we're gonna get into it. Let's get this cracking for you guys, so you guys can see a player real quick, and you can get some of this energy, because that's what you need. All you need is good energy. That's all you guys need, man. We're gonna tell you why though in a second. All right, we're gonna tell you why the good energy is important. Shout out to Alpha Villains. I got my. Would you take initiative to cut it off?
So righteous.
This is also true.
And when it comes to the ladies, he's out of sight.
Let me guess. You're one of these brothers think you can get by and get a smile, huh? What about the smile?
I am smart.
Get your notepads. What's going on, brother? Shout out to 3-6 and West for the merch. What's going on, bro? How you doing this morning?
I assume you're talking to me.
Yep, I'm talking to you now. Look, we got the swag on too. You see it?
I got a little echo. Is that? Let me see here. Is that me or you? Or does it bother you? Or no, it's gone now.
I don't hear anything, bro.
Excellent, excellent. Well, I'm doing pretty good, sir. How are you?
Man, I'm pretty good. A pleasure to talk to you. So I think personally, the first time I think I seen you was on Solo TV, and shout out to Solo TV. I remember he did one of my first interviews, so I appreciate that. And when I seen this guy, I said, I like this guy. And you know why I said that? Is because in this sphere, we got a whole lot of copycat. Like I just finished watching, what's the murder movie? Night Stalkers. And so we have they have copycat killers and they have copycat content creators. And I seen this guy who is you, and I was like, this guy is himself. He don't give a shit about what the fuck people are talking about. He's doing his own thing. And that's like a mutual respect, because that's how I am. Like, I'm in the manosphere, but I always I have women on my channel. I do interviews. I do different things. One day we can be talking about how to pick up women from the club. The next minute I can have one of my guys on here talking about coding. And the next day I can have my guy on here like King Dre talking about how to rise on TikTok because he got like 250 followers, 1,000 followers. Excuse me, I gotta correct that. You know what I'm saying? So you don't come across too many people who embrace who they are and to step out of the box and just be them. And that's why, like I say, I be on here. We talk our player stuff. I be on here making love to my dog and shit. You know what I'm saying? I really don't be caring what people think. It doesn't matter. But for the people who never seen you before, tell them, who is Ike?
Well, first of all, that's a huge compliment. Okay. Thank you very much. And just as how you said, right, in terms of, being multifaceted and so on and so forth, when it comes to who I am, well, that's also a multifaceted thing, right? But to those, I guess the most important thing is to those people listening right now, to those people that are watching, well, Ike is the person whose voice you're hearing right now. I'm the one looking right at you in the camera if you're watching, okay? That's me, first and foremost. But I'm an engineer. I'm a salesperson. I have an engineering company as well. I have a YouTube channel. I'm a musician. In my YouTube channel, I talk about being better and doing better. It's about master your subjective consciousness and about money, sales, business, also about philosophy. It could be about anything of that nature, but basically about being better and doing better, and the information there is presented in a very simple, actionable, intuitive way. And then we can get into the background and all those other things, right, that are ancillary to that. But basically, I keep things simple, I keep them measurable, and I keep it such that you can actually take action tomorrow, right? It's not a question of, some kind of theoretical things like, well, here's how you do this. If you don't take the action, you only have yourself to blame.
That's good. And you hear how eloquently my man speaks, and I'm not throwing shots at nobody, right? But I was on this, hey, we gonna have a super chat party. Y'all don't be no cheap asses tonight, because a brother waking up early before he teach these kids to get all these shows, bro. I'm telling you right now. So I was on this show, right? And shout out to Sarah Ism. That's the panel I was on. So we were talking. It was about 10 of us on there. And one of the guys tried to get at me, right? Ike, this is what he told me. He was like, hey, man, hey, if Sir Ism slide through here, he gonna laugh. He was like, man, you know what? You ain't gotta be talking all eloquently like that. I'm a man. This is what he said to me. This is what he said to me, right? He said, you ain't gotta be talking all eloquently to me. I'm a man. That's how you talk to the women. And I just smirked. And I said, bro, I can tell you don't listen to my content, bro. You just hear me talking right now. But just to let you know, this is how I talk to people, bro. I don't modify my shit because for you. I speak eloquently because I'm an eloquent nigga. That's why. It's not for chicks. It's just because I read a lot of books. I got good grades and I know nice words. It's just that I use profanity because I'm ratchet as hell too. And that's okay. People like, how come you 1 minute you teaching people, the next minute you going off? Because that's who I am. I'm a fucking Gemini. And when we feel some kind of way, we're outspoken. That's why I don't have to get on YouTube and be a character to entertain you guys. If I'm having a shitty day and I go live, y'all might get a piece of it. See, I ain't gonna do that. Like, I'm having a shitty day, but let me get on YouTube. No, I'm gonna be like, let me tell you about this fuck shit that happened last night. I don't pull no punches. When people subscribe to me, they're not subscribing to the Oppie Kingdom podcast. We gonna talk game and travel. Like I'm a big travel guy. Like I usually preach that, but it's no point of preaching it because we can't go nowhere. Like, if I got a passport background and y'all see the avatar in China, in Dubai, in Morocco on camels, and in Brazil, I do my thing. But I can't preach it because we can't do it. So why I can't? Because now y'all try to lie to me and be like, "Oh, Afi, man, we ready to travel, but we can't." See, I know how y'all want to lie to me, so it's cool. And shout out for the super chat from Nelly Nail. Super chat, brothers looking clean this morning from Ness. Yep, but let's take it a point out. We look clean every morning because I get once y'all go to Ike channel and subscribe to him, he's not just clean right now. He's not trying to be cute for me. This is just how he is. This is who he is. He ain't showing out for me. He didn't know we was gonna both have on hats like this and all of that. That's just coincidence. How long you been on YouTube, bro?
Since September, right?
September.
In my current channel right now. Now I had another channel for my engineering company, right? So I have an engineering company. It's called Prometheus Engineering. I'm a structural engineer, right? That's kind of one of the things that I do. And I had a channel since 2014 for that, but that was pure engineering topics for engineering students, right? But this current channel since September, and as a result of participating in the communities of other content creators, like I was kind of asked to put some stuff out. Like for example, you saw me on Solo TV 84, right? So as a result of doing stuff like that, people were like, oh, well, maybe you should start your own channel. Maybe you should share some ideas and so on and so forth, things like that. So I started in September to give you a concise answer to your question there.
So what do you think of it? Because I know you in it. What's going on, beautiful Jada? See, beautiful ladies right here, mixed ones and everything. That's why they don't like me, bro, because I got mixed chicks saying good morning. And I'm supposed to be red pill. I'm supposed to hate women, but I don't. I can't help it. I know I'm supposed to hate women like y'all cats. I know I'm supposed to say women are so bad. They're so flaky. What are we gonna do? We gotta just go our own way. No, bro, that's not me. That's y'all cats. Y'all say that shit and y'all keep saying it. I'm gonna stay looking like this and I'm gonna be doing my thing. And I don't care what y'all talking about. Why you got women? Because I like talking to women, dude. I'm a man. Ain't that what men supposed to like to do? I'm sorry, a lot of you young cats came in this YouTube space at 17 years old and think that you're supposed to hate women. And it'd be funny to me, bro. Guys be talking about their red pill in like 18. You cannot be red pill at 18. You haven't experienced nothing. You've looked at videos, but you don't have the feeling to resonate to teach it. So it just kills me. Like, oh yeah, women in it. Yeah, bro, you're all the 17. You have 3 bodies and you dealt with 4 women. You cannot get on the internet and teach nobody shit.
Yeah. But you'd ask me how I like YouTube, right? Like, yeah. I'm kind of curious as to what you mean by that, but as far as how I could answer it.
What? I don't know. Are you familiar with the red pill philosophy?
Well, yeah.
Okay. Well, a lot of guys just come on here and they watch 10 videos and then they're a guru, and then they come on here and trying to teach this stuff. And like I say, I'm in the red pill community, but I'm not red pill. I'm just a player who lives life on his terms. But it's just easy for me to, once I put myself with that, y'all can kind of understand my mindset. But I'm really on some other shit. I like pimp game. I'm not with that. So it's just funny, like you just see. Because I've been in this space since maybe 2000. I've been in this space since maybe 2016. I started creating in 2018. So I've seen a lot of different waves of people. When I first came in, it was about single moms and it was just dating. And so I've just seen different waves and stuff. And like now, even like Kevin Samuels, he's popular. Shout out to Kevin Samuels too. And everybody's like talking about high value stuff. But y'all wasn't talking about high value stuff 6 months ago. Like that's not y'all thing. Like let people have their thing. You know what I'm saying? I talk my channel was dominance mindset and raw game, and then I heard other people talking about being dominant. Bro, that's my shit. It's the name of my Instagram. It's because that used to be the name of my channel. I changed it. It used to be dominance mindset and raw game, the same as the Instagram, but I just had changed it to Afi Kingdom Podcast once I got to a point where I would be focusing more on speaking and interviews and panels, because before I used to do the little videos. Hey guys, so this is Afi Kingdom. I'm gonna teach you how to do this. I'm gonna show you how to do that. I was doing that at first. I wasn't doing the lives and interviews. So once I incorporated that, I wanted to just subconsciously let people know, like, this is gonna be podcast. We're going to have conversation. I'm not talking to my phone anymore. I don't want to do that. I did that in 2018. I'm not gonna do that forever. I don't enjoy talking to my phone, talking about the same questions that I got 3 years ago, because people find your content out every day. So, it's like these videos, people will be like, man, them lives too long. Bro, this is where the most game is, because it's organic conversation. You know what I mean? This is where you learn at. This is, and then when you listen, like I always tell guys, you should start listening to content and take notes. Because a lot of times we can get real deep and we'll be on some, because I teach webinars too. So I be knowing the value of the information we're talking about. And I'll be like, you guys don't realize this is webinar type game that you casually getting. Just because we're laughing and shit is funny. Like you guys are getting this game that people pay for behind a paywall in here. But y'all don't understand it because we having fun. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
There isn't a way where you should just listen to this video and be like, that was a good interview, and then just that's it. Like, no, take some knowledge. Take some knowledge on confidence. Take some knowledge on business. Take some knowledge on energy. Ask some questions. You know, don't be scared to ask questions. That's how I learned. If I want to know something, I'm going to hit you up. I'm not going to try to decipher what you said and come to my own conclusion. I'm going to just ask you, hey, you an engineer, bro. What was the first step? How did you get there? Not, I wonder. Let me watch some of his videos and try to figure it out. It's like people so passive aggressive, they don't know how to reach out. That's how you win in life. If people always can consider it like women and dating, no, if you want to be successful, you got to put yourself out there. You're trying to be Conan the Barbarian and shit, and with your sword and thinking you're just going to go chop people's heads off and be successful and get to the top. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. You're not going to be too successful. You can't burn bridges and stuff like that and think the universe is going to give you success. It's not.
100%. 100%.
It's not going to give you success if you. It's not about what you do. It's how you do it. You niggas need to have some integrity about the shit that y'all do. It don't matter.
You know
yeah, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, just something. Well, a few. Obviously, you said a few things right there, right? But one thing that comes to mind is use it or lose it. Okay, and that is a principle, or that is a fact of life that people need to really keep in the forefront of their head, right? There is nothing about you, your whole system, right? Whether it's your bones or your immune system or your muscle, right, that survives without you stressing it. Okay, let me say that again. Okay, if you don't stress your bones, they're going to atrophy and die, right? If you don't stress your muscles, they're going to atrophy and die. If you don't stress your immune system, it's going to atrophy and die. Same thing with all kinds of things such as networking, relationships, your skills, so on and so forth. Now, Afi, Kingdom, are you still there, or did you drop off?
I'm listening to you.
Okay, I was just checking to see if, because you, just.
I'm just trying to give you some shine, brother. That's all. That's all I'm trying to do is give you some shine.
Yeah, but basically, use it or lose it, man. Like, people say, it's one of those things about cliches. Cliches are kind of great wisdoms that are just kind of hiding there in plain sight, okay? But as I just told you, okay, we know it about our bones, our immune system, our muscles, our everything in life, okay? If you don't use it, it actually dies. You can't just wrap it up in a nice little bubble, okay, and keep it protected. It's not a champagne flute, you know what I mean? It's not something that's fragile. It actually needs to be punched. Like your bones need little micro fractures in order for them to grow. So when it comes to any kind of skill, any kind of development, same thing applies. You need to go out there and take action. You need to fail. You need to fail fast. And it sounds like a cliche, right? All the people talking about fail, fail, fail. But everything is like riding a bicycle, okay? You can read all the books you want about bicycle seats, bicycle frames. What's the right kind of helmet? Oh, what's the right kind of frame material for this particular climate, and so on and so forth. Those kinds of information are important, okay? It's actually like, if you're a biker, yes, you read magazines about, but until you get on that bicycle and start riding, you're not going to know how to ride. That's the whole point. Okay, so the riding part is where the real learning takes place. That's where it gets inculcated in your whole system, okay? And all learning is tacit that way. You can read all kinds of books on real estate, on business. Everything in that book is similar to you reading about bicycle frames and bicycle helmets and bicycle outfits and the right trails to ride, right? So you can learn about, okay, what's the right business structure for my business, okay? Should I be an LLC or this or that? What kind of tax structure should I use? What's a good market? What's the hot market these days, right? But until you get on that real estate bicycle, you're not going to know anything. Or another way to say it is this. After reading all that crap, when you get on that real estate bicycle, you're still going to fall flat on your face, okay? And the sooner you start falling flat on your face, the better.
Good. Give my man some fire signs in the chat. I know y'all thought I was the only one with fire bars. I'm sorry. It's other people with fire bars too. Shout out to Jonathan for the super chat. He says, showing love for the good energy. You guys need to understand the power of energy. I speak on it, but people, and I always try to tell the guys, Ike, and they just think it's some cool shit to say. Like I'm just trying to sound like a psychic reader and stuff. Like tell these guys the power of energy, positive energy. Like guys, it don't matter. And I'm saying this, it doesn't matter and I say this all the time. and just FYI, I don't know if you know this, but I actually teach elementary, bro. So I'm all about helping other people. That's my skit, and that's why I teach. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not getting paid $1 million to do that. So obviously, I gotta love it if I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter how slick you think you are, how much money you have, what kind of whip you have, how many chicks you smashing. If you are put here and you're not helping other people, you ain't shit. I don't care about your stats, bro. If you got your stats and you just keeping it to yourself and you're not putting people on, if you get yourself in a position, it's your job to put other people on. Because when you put people on, then they put people on, and then that's how we get a room full of winners.
100%, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? That's how we get a room full of winners.
What you say about energy is pretty interesting, because I'm going to link it now with the title, right? You say, I believe the title is How to Be Yourself, or Being Yourself.
Right, yeah.
This is not something that this is something everybody struggles with or has to have struggled with at some point. Okay, people say be yourself. The problem is you, okay, when you're in your shower is one person, okay? That's somebody different from when you're driving on the freeway. Somebody different from when you are at lunch with your mom and your cousin. And then if you're for your cousin and your uncle, it's a different person too. So you're kind of like this river, right? That's always changing, okay? Like, okay, we can call it that's river. Okay, that's the Afi Kingdom River. But the water is always flowing. And it always changes depending on the location. It's all like depending on the part of the river you're in. It's bending, it's curving, so on and so forth. So when people say be yourself, how do you do it, okay? But basically, I got a systematic way for it, okay? The question to ask is what? Because that river, regardless of how it's always changing, it's still just water. So what are you, okay? What are you? What is Afi Kingdom right now, okay? What is Ike right now? People in the chat, what are you right now? Well, you can break yourself down to 3 things, okay? You are a feeling in your body, okay? That's number 1. No matter, okay, wherever you are, whoever you are right now listening, there are 3 things that are always going on with you. And those are the only 3 things that ever go on with you. There's a feeling in your body, okay? It could be a feeling of elation or a feeling of depression, whatever. But regardless of what it is, it's a feeling in your body. You can locate it, right? You know, you're feeling depressed. You know, you're feeling, you got butterflies in your stomach. Whatever the hell it is, it's a feeling in your body, and then there are images in your head, and there's talk in your head. Let me say that again. There's only 3 things that ever happen with you. Okay, I don't care if you are in a situation of danger or calm or elation or depression or frustration. It's going to manifest itself in these 3 places. Number 1, feeling in your body. Okay. Number 2, images in your head. That's in your mental space, and talk in your head. Okay. So the river is flowing, the river is changing, but the river is always water. So the feelings in the body are always changing. Image in the head is always changing. Talk in the head is always changing, but it's always just feeling, image, and talk. You master those 3, okay? I'm not saying it's easy. What I'm saying is you got to realize what it is, first of all, that you're trying to master. You master those 3, and you've mastered yourself. And when you master yourself, you can get what you want. You're muted.
Shout out to Jonathan. Good love for the show. Thanks for that super chat. And thank you, Snuggles668, for the super chat. Good morning, everyone. How are you? Glad to see you are all doing okay. No offense. I need to know if you are a dude or a chick to interact with you anymore, because your name is Snuggles. You need to clarify this. I'm assuming you're a woman, but if you're a man, change the snuggle shit. Okay? If you're a woman, then guess what? We got you unlock the super chat party is what you did. And by the time the super chat party is over, I need to know if he was a male or a female. Because I can't be talking to you one way and you turn out you a damn dude.
Oh, is this
it's a
first time you super chatted on your
super chat. Super chat.
Super chat. Super chat. Super chat.
Honey!
You damn right.
Somebody done already bit that. But it's all good because can't nobody do it better than me because I made it up. See the whole thing. See, even that. You want to celebrate. See, I'm a wrestling fan. I also so even though I teach game, I have a wrestling channel. I got a podcast on Spotify, the International IP Podcast. I got a food channel featuring me and my little dog, and I have a gaming channel. So I'm not scared to embrace the shit that I like, regardless as if you guys think I'm supposed to talk about women and that's it. I don't want to. Because and then guess what? Chicks like all that other shit that I said. Either way. So, let me see if I see another super chat real quick. I seen another one. Let me make sure. Cause I and that's another thing. If you guys want to start YouTube channels, y'all got to read off your super chats because people won't super chat if you don't acknowledge them. People take that shit seriously. Kenny Kojo for the super chat. Afi Kingdom, salute, bro. Just stopping through. I respect the grind. You and your guest panel have a blessed money. I'm back to the grind. Appreciate you, Kenny Kojo. We still got to do some stuff, man. Red Sings the Blues. Shout out to you. For you and Ike sharing among two. Love the live stream. RSB is a hardworking brother, man. Shout out to him. And shout out to if y'all want to hit the Cash App or PayPal, it's available for you. Don't say super chat ain't working. They be having all the excuses in the world, bro. They be funny. You know what's really funny is dudes be telling me they be wanting to hear about like life and stuff like that, and then when I do that, they don't listen. And when I be doing, I'm the content creator who's the biggest troll. I troll the hell out of them. I say, man, okay, you know what? Next week I'm gonna dedicate stuff to you. We're gonna either do life, wisdom, or dating. Which one y'all want? And I'll do a tally. It'll be like, and they'll leave comments. It'll be 70% life. Oh man, we don't care about those women and stuff. Yeah, but when I talk about the life stuff, nobody watches. Bro, I was one time mad. So like in my videos, I got about maybe 10 videos and one hit 10K. All right. So one of those was recently, and I was trolling. It was how to get sex in the first date. 10,000 views in like 2 days. Oh, shit, bro. Y'all don't care, but I did a video and it wasn't that it was fast too. It wasn't like a slow burn. So it's like, all right, y'all show me what y'all care about. You be trying to lie to me like I'm stupid, like I don't understand. I have discernment. You owe me a super chat. I don't owe you one. You didn't show through the last time. All right, bro. I gotta throw my man because he specifically told me. He said, bro, I don't even usually do it just for the one. But he asked me, my man Robert James, and guess what? And let me tell you the reason why Robert James get to do stuff like that. You know why? Why? Because he invested in me. You see the difference? So I got a rule. I do super chat parties after every 3. But my man, Command Your Confidence, he invested in me, so he can just say stuff like that. So y'all don't just come and do a super chat. Where my party at? You don't get one. He invested in me. He costs my stuff. We consult. We buy my books. That's why he can come on here and do that. So if y'all want to come on here and make requests, I just gave y'all the formula. I just told y'all. So shout out to my man Rob for your special super chat because he up working early in the morning and he wanted to see a super chat party for Robert James. Command Your Confidence. Super chat, super chat, super chat, super chat, super chat party. So, but let me tell you, we don't owe each other anything. I'm just going to do it because I like you. I don't owe it to you. I just like you. Let's clarify that. Another one for the troll fund, RSB. RSB's hella funny. You know, I don't know what RSB come to your chat, but he come to my chat, super chatting that he's great. It tickles me. He'll come to my chat, super chat. The super chat don't be nothing about the show. Hey, y'all, got a fire interview coming up at 3:30.
Hey. That's good marketing right there.
Yeah. Hey, y'all, check. You know I went live for 5 hours last night. Y'all might want to check that out in the super chat. $0. He don't care. I'm bold as hell, but I still won't even do that. It's just funny to me. But
you might want to check it out right now. You might want to go over there.
Yeah, that's him. That's funny, bro. So I appreciate y'all. And look what he said. Thanks. That made his day because of the good energy. I know you was over there laughing. Where the fuck you doing? You was laughing. Made your day. And it's 7, 8 o'clock where I'm at. So you're gonna start. You're right. You're gonna start your day right because you have good energy, bro. You have to. A lot of you guys wonder why my ex is cheating on me. Why I can't get the job I want. How come I think I'm a good person, but I'm lonely, I'm an introvert, and I can't make friends? It's because your energy is off. That's the reason why. That's the only reason why. When you have good energy, people want to be around you. When you have bad energy, you repost people they don't want to be around you. But the problem is you have bad energy and people still they still want to be around you. But guess what? Those people that want to be around you, they have bad energy too. So now you have the bad energy, and now it's like football, right? The tackle, boom, boom. So it's this is you, bad energy, bad energy, bad energy, bad energy. Now you all up under here. You think because you got company, you in good company. Ooh, that's bars. Let me say that again. You think while I go get my tea, you think because you think that because you have company, that you have good company. Well, I'm trying to tell you, all company at good. Protect your energy. That's the real talk. That's the real talk. Let's talk about some women. What's your take on the women and stuff? Are you a person who's been married, single, believe in marriage, cool on that? What do you say about that? Check out my interviews with Afi and Ike. Go to RSB's channel and then type in Ike and then type up me and check out the interviews I have with him and the ones that Ike has with him.
Well, as far as the woman, okay, in my personal situation, like I was engaged before, that fell through, and I'm getting engaged again soon. Right? Well, actually, I'm engaged again right now, right? I like to take certain kinds of risks, generally speaking, in life. Okay, so when you mention women, the first thing that comes to mind is that, which is risk, right? You need to be aware, completely aware of the risk. You need to be completely aware that this is not necessarily something that you have control of. You don't have control of anything in life except yourself.
Great.
Right? Yourself. And if you go into situations with your eyes completely open and, of course, understanding what the situation is, understanding what the nature of the beast is, including your nature as well, including not being, I don't know if the cuss, whatever, but you can't.
No, cuss. Say whatever you want, and make sure you say something in the chat so I can give you your mod, or I already gave it to you already, so they can subscribe to you.
Excellent. But generally speaking, with women, can't be a bitch ass nigga, right?
Say it. Come on, we gonna get Ike cussing today. Do it some more. I like to hear you cuss. Say it some more.
You can't be a bitch ass nigga, right? So basically, here's the situation, right? You gotta be about it rather than talk about it, and it goes to the thing that I also mentioned earlier about taking action, getting on that bicycle and falling, okay? And this is especially true with your relationships with women, okay? Like, we've all heard that thing about, women want you to like imagine, or they think, they can read your blah, 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 blah. That, you know what I'm saying, right? They're not going to tell you exactly what. Well, they shouldn't tell you, okay? Because if they have to tell you, how are they going to know that you're not a phony, right? It's like you go to a mechanic, right? He opens your trunk and he's like, what's that right there? You want to tell me what's going on over here on the left? Is that the alternator over there? Is this is this a cabaret? What kind of engine is this again? It's like, whoa. I'm not supposed to tell you anything, right? So
right.
It is perfectly rational, and as a matter of fact, perfectly sane for them not to want to tell you shit because they don't want to get played by some phony, some fake, okay? Now, there's that line in the Bible, for all have sinned, right? For all have simped, right? At some point in our life, we've all had to learn. We've all gotten on that bike and we've all fallen, right? So get on the bike and fall. Hopefully it was in the past, but there is something you should have learned from getting on that bike and falling, is that you got to come in already with your shit together, knowing exactly what you're trying to get out of the situation, knowing what you know, and not expecting some kind of an input, or not expecting some kind of I'm going to talk about stuff. It's like, no, keep your mouth shut, okay, and lead. It's that simple. Well, at least for this particular paragraph that I just said. Keep your mouth shut and lead.
Look, you this is the first time you came across somebody more long-winded as much as you or more. Because I can burn, baby. I done did 10-hour streams. I can burn in 4-hour streams by myself. And Snuggles, you didn't ever tell me if you a man or a woman. I need to know this, because I'm gonna fuck around and call you sweetie and shit. You a man and you might get solid or something. I don't want that kind of party around here. This is serious. You need to hurry up and tell me. And real quick, I see women. What is this? Women, no, I'm not talking about the comment. This guy is smart, but he talking about bones. I don't know what you're talking about, but I need to know Women's Red Pill Society. I ain't never heard of that. What is Women's Red Pill Society? Is that like a secret force that you come in here to troll to get information of what guys talk? I need to know this stuff. I ain't never seen you before, and I never heard about a Women's Red Pill Society. That needs to be clarified. I need to know what that is. Are you intel? Are you writing a book or some shit? And you trying to figure out what red guys talk, what red pill guys talking about on the low? You need to let yourself be known, Women's Red Pill Society. Who are you? Who sent you? What are you here for? Are you over here because you got some type of women's group and shit, and y'all gonna get my video and unpack it and shit? Tell me in the comments. I need to know.
What's the bone stuff he's talking about, though? What does that mean? Do you know what's the interpretation of?
I don't know, but they about to tell us. They about to tell us. And guess what, Women's Red Pill? If I don't like what you say, your ass is getting blocked. Not time out, but blocked. We don't time out around here. You get blocked forever. So you tell me in the chat. You'll see them get quiet. I don't play that fuck shit in my chat, bro. You get your ass blocked. I close the door and lock it. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
dropping something in the chat over there.
That's Shannon Snuggles. I guess she was logged up to a different one. All right, baby. Now I can call you baby Snuggles because that was Shannon. She got two phones because she got one of them stimulus checks. She got two phones. So she on the Donald Trump phone on the stimulus check with Snuggles leaving the money, and then she on the other one leaving the chat. So that's what's up. You got two phones, baby, and you sending super chats on one, listening on another.
I see.
Yeah, you seen that Women's Red Pill Society? What the hell, y'all society? I need to know.
Yeah, you're gonna need to do some research later, do some recon. Try to figure out what was going on here. You're getting infiltrated, as they say.
Right. One thing that was very important, imperative. Now, see what the fuck, man? I didn't say all of that shit for you to say, nah, you just joking. Fuck you. She said, I'm joking.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, you do got three phones. Oh, you had to throw in the extra one. The extra one mine because I'm your daddy. No, Shannon, give up one of them phones. I said you could only have two. Where'd you get the third phone from? You didn't confine to me about that. You didn't confine to me about that. But look, one of the most important things that my man Ike said, and I want to go over it because you probably missed it. This is the problem. What he said is you gotta be ready for it. It's like moderators, get his link and spam it. I want y'all to get his link and spam it 15 times. Let's see if y'all can follow through. You have to, guys they play too much on defense. Like, oh, I don't want to do this because she might do that. If I'm open with her, then she's going to think I'm a simp and she don't like, no, bro. You got to realize shit is going to happen. You can't play game. You can't play in defense mode.
Look, yeah, life is going to fuck you no matter what, okay? And no one is getting out of here alive, okay? So while you're here, dive in, okay? 100%. Because no one has fun just standing around the outside of the pool, dipping one toe in and so on. Just jump right in because guess what? You're standing right outside the pool, a tsunami is going to come and take your ass out, okay? That's just how life is, okay? You got to take risks. You got to take action. I don't care in which particular domain, whether it be business, but especially with women, okay? Especially with women because you're not going to, at least with, let's say it's a business venture, right? You can think about the risks in a rational way. You can be like, okay, maybe if I do this, that might happen. Maybe I should wait till next year to do maybe. But in this particular arena, there is nothing to you can't game it out. It's going to blow up in your face when it blows up in your face, right? One way or the other, or maybe it's a when, but either way, you can't get on this defensive mode, in that fear mode, and guess what? People smell fear in you. Whether you're a salesperson going out there to sell something, or whether you're trying to get her number or whatever, you don't want to be in that state of fear and desperation. That's why you're not getting what you're getting, okay? So now, you're not getting what you're getting, and shit still blows up in your face.
Facts.
What was the point? What was the point of all that?
I'm just moving my laptop because they doing construction outside of my house. I guess it's time for their ass to start. So I gotta relocate. I was thinking, damn, it's 8 o'clock. They ain't here yet. They just showed up with the noise. I see you women. I see the women's red pill thing. Let me address your comment. So since you want to be funny, guess what? You dropped $20. I want HIV. This is not no stupid ass shit. I'm not playing around. All right. So since you want to be funny, the next comment, it need to be 1999 or you get your ass blocked. So you better make your last comment hella fucking funny because it's going to be your last one unless you give me $20. Don't you hear? This is the art of being yourself. This is not no shit. We talking about video games and we ain't talking about women ain't shit. This is some important stuff that you could actually learn from. Don't disrespect my guests with little funny trick comments. You're going to pay for it, literally. Or buy COS later. This ain't the motherfucking fun house. So yeah, man, you gotta take risks. So like I was gonna say, my boo, what she say to me, she was like, we were talking about relationships and stuff, and she was kind of basically saying like she needed some type of clarity, like to you know, to like kind of like, you know, where's this going? I don't know what are we? And I'm telling her like, bro, like I can't give you no promises. I'm a human. What I tell you today, I might not feel like tomorrow. I can tell you today, I'll be here for you. I love you. I'll always, and then you fuck around and I let you watch my dog and then you let him drown in the ocean. I'm retracting my statements now. No, you killed my fucking dog, man. No, you're right. And I'm being funny, but serious. Like, yeah, you can't, you know, people be trying to, like, I feel like that's the main problem with dudes. And what they need to understand is, you know, like women are emotional. So it's be quiet. Now y'all done got my dog upset. Women are emotional, so people be trying to hold people to what they said. Like when I do consultations with guys and stuff, they'll tell me stuff like, man, she told me she'll love me and she'll never leave me. Yeah, bro, in March. It's January, a whole nother year, bro. It's like once a woman says some shit they like, now they just want to put it in stone for them. Like, no, bro, she don't feel the same no more, bro. And your feelings change too, though.
Yeah, your feelings change. It tends to be the case though that men tend to stick with what they said, regardless of their feelings changing. Okay, even let me go take a step further, right? If you don't stick with what you said, then you're a bitch ass nigga. That's just me saying that right now. Okay,
right.
Okay. Now, if you're a man, because I don't want no man on the side of me in a foxhole that's gonna change what they said. You know, when the bullets start flying, that kind of shit, right? Mm-hmm. So I don't tolerate that mess, right? But definitely don't start thinking you're gonna game that. You gotta be upfront too. This goes back to being upfront as well, okay? You gotta be upfront about your intentions in the beginning as to what exactly it is you're trying to do, what exactly it is they can expect from you, because that way, regardless of what happens, regardless of whatever the hell the changes are in their mood and their intentions and so on and so forth, they cannot go and accuse you or take you to court or some kind of a thing whereby, you know, they tarnish your reputation because you told them A and then you switched to B. Okay, I don't think there's a double standard here. Okay, there's a double standard. Same thing that works for women doesn't work for men. As I said, if you're going to be switching, doing that bait and switch stuff because your emotions change and you're a man, then you're a bitch ass nigga, right? But at the same time, don't think you're gonna play this risk averse. I'm gonna game out the this and the that. If she does this, I'm gonna do that. That's not how anything succeeds in life. In a man's world, you jump into the pool. There might be sharks, there might be hurricanes, there might be something, okay? But guess what? It doesn't matter. I think there was a statement I heard the other day, just like, look, there may be snakes in the grass, okay? But I still like to walk. I still like to feel the grass between my toes. I'm still gonna take out my shoes once in a while and walk because I need to feel the grass between my toes. I'm not gonna put myself in a little bubble wrap just because, you know, because there might be snakes in the grass. Then what kind of life is that? Then life is not worth living there. Might as well check out, right?
Facts. Give my man some fire signs in the chat if y'all enjoying this fire game. See, I know what y'all thought. Y'all gonna say, oh, we on some uplifting shit today, Afi, huh? Oh, the art of being yourself, Afi. We on our positive shit. Yeah, fools. You're supposed to start your Mondays off positive. That's the part of a strategy as well. Monday. I didn't want to do the show on Tuesday. I didn't want to do it on Thursday. I wanted to do it on Monday so we could start your week off right. And that's game right there that y'all don't even know that I done just told y'all. That's the mind of a content creator. Y'all think this should be random. This shit did not be, well, at least for me. Let me speak for myself. All my shit is planned when I give y'all certain things and how I mix up certain stuff. I can tell you read a lot of books, correct?
Yeah.
Or have you? What's your favorite book, man?
Oh man, man. That's generally a tough question for me to answer in many categories because different things start coming to my head from different directions because I read different kinds of books in different areas, right? But there's this book called The Closing of the American Mind, which I really like. It's written by Alan Bloom. It's I'll just leave it at that. It's called The Closing of the American Mind. There's an author called Alan Bloom, and it kind of forecasts a lot of the fuckery in terms of political correctness and because this thing started way back, right? But he was able to kind of accurately forecast all the stuff that was going to happen, whereby people are not going to be allowed to speak their minds. And he gave kind of a real account from it because it started like from academia, the people kind of writing things and like, okay, well, I'm going to throw stones at the establishment, at the norm, at the middle of the bell curve, whatever the hell you want to call it, right? Because I'm an outsider, right? Because I'm a fucking weirdo, right? Therefore, I want to feel like I belong. Therefore, I'm going to try to shut everybody up from saying anything that quote unquote is normal because normal is bullshit because I need to feel like I belong. But that's a very good book because it just kind of gives a solid foundation as to everything that we're experiencing right now. And I like it because he was able to write it before it happened.
Facts. That's the good stuff. Are you an audio book or are you a paperback guy?
I used to be more paperback, but given my eyesight's not that great. So it's just too slow. Plus, I'm very busy. So these days, audiobook, man. Audiobook. Hey. I'm listening to it while I'm working and doing other things.
Glasses gang too.
Look. Glasses gang. There you go. I see it. Yeah, it's a whole lot faster.
I can match your swag with the camera off.
Damn right. Yeah. You could go 1.5 speed too as well. So yes, I think feeding your mind is definitely important. Okay, feeding your mind is definitely important. It'll strengthen you. But remember what I said earlier, okay? It's about taking action. It's about taking action. It's about taking action, okay? You're reading about bicycle seats. It's not gonna, when you get on that bicycle, it's still gonna fall flat on your face. So get on the bicycle as soon as possible. Start falling, okay? You're gonna fall 10 times regardless, okay? You're gonna make 10 stupid deals regardless, okay? You're gonna get 10 rejections, whether it's a sales deal or trying to get a number, regardless. So you're just postponing the failures when you do that whole, I'm going to do paralysis by analysis. I'm going to go study. I'm going to go spreadsheet it, somewhere. I'm going to go do, I'm going to pull out my pen and paper and do some calculations. No, you're just postponing the inevitable, okay? You got to go fall on your face.
MYSO, thanks for the great game, Ike. You are speaking facts. I'm learning so much about mastering myself in order to improve the game. Hopefully, I'll be more successful. Let me give you a tip. Eliminate hopefully. That's the first thing. Success is all about mindset. Eliminate that word hopefully, might, hopefully, might, maybe, I wish. No, I wish, I will. No more I wish. No more it will be cool if. I will. So that's the first thing you got to do. BC says, Afi, what are your favorite books aside from your own? Because I love my own. Matter of fact, Ike, I'm going to show my appreciation to you. So I'm going to extend my olive branch to you. We got the Bay Area connection. So like I do my interviews in the morning, but I do random late shows. So just to let you know, and give me your email in the Instagram, because what I'm gonna do is like when I'm live doing my panels, I usually doing cam off because we're real chill. You're open to join any of my discussions. That's the first prize. Right? That's the first prize. You open to join. So once if I send you an email to join the panel, and you're not able to make it, I don't get offended. You know what I'm saying? I just give people like my channel is like the barbershop. So I just leave the door open for the players. So I won't. So like if you don't make it, you ain't gotta be like, oh my bad, I was asleep. It's cool. Just make the next one. So that's the first thing. So you're always invited to the channel. When I have my panels, you can come up anytime. That's the first thing. Second thing is with that email that you give me in your DM, what I'm gonna do, because not only are you talking to, I'm telling you, in 2 years, Ike, you're a part of history because I'm going to be the best podcaster, period. Not YouTube. This is just my stepping stone. YouTube is my stepping stone, and to where I'll be in the studio and I'm flying you cats out, and I'll fly you out. We sit down and drink coffee and smoke weed or whatever we want to do. If it ain't that, we can have nacho plates, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then, so today, but just do me this favor. This is all I want is so I'm gonna send you 2 of my audiobooks because I'm an author, baby. I don't just talk this shit. I got 6 books in 1 year. Let me just pat myself on the back because ain't none of your favorite dating coaches put out 6 books with 5 audiobooks in 1 year, but me. And ain't nobody, y'all can't copy that one. Y'all can't copy it. Y'all can't copy the 6th book that's coming out in a few weeks, the Greatest Hits album, because you need 5 books to have a greatest. You can't make a Greatest Hits album with 2. You need 5. So when we get off of here, I'm gonna send you Conversations with the Mind. That's my first book, and I'm gonna send you Dominance Mindset of the Game of a King. That's my 3rd book. See, you see how much of a troll I am. I teach dating, but I made 2 books before I got to the dating book. I made my first psychology book, and the 2nd book was a book for women, Finesse Game. Finesse Game is a book, it's an acronym, finding intent necessary, never empower someone else's endeavors. So motherfuckers, I spelled it right for me. People like, no, Finesse Game ain't got 2 N's. My Finesse Game did. I coined the fucking phrase. I spell it how I want. I could put an X in there if I want to. So just know, you always welcome to my platform, and I'm going to be sending you links, and then when we get off of this stream, within an hour or something, you're going to have 2 audiobooks. I'm going to send them to you. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you very
Just
much.
but when you finish them, let me know, because you have an intelligent mind and I value your opinion. And I honestly want to know what you think of the books once you listen to them. All right.
I will. We'll do.
Appreciate that. So we had 56 minutes. We're gonna chop it up for a minute, and then the last 10 minutes, I'm gonna hand it over to Ike, and we're gonna do a Q&A, because since he create content, he know how this look. It looked like he on his own channel. So he's gonna answer y'all questions, because I want you to have an opportunity to ask my man anything y'all want, as long as it's respectful. And if I see some dumb shit, I'm not even gonna read it out. I'm just gonna block you. So how you enjoying yourself? Fun? You having a good time?
Yeah. This is great. This is great. So far, so good. It's a good way to spark up that energy in the morning, on a Monday morning.
That's right, man. That's right. You know what I'm saying? So do you ever plan on doing panels on your channel? I haven't seen you do one. Maybe you have and I missed it.
Yeah, usually towards the end of the show, like I open it up, people come in, they talk shit, and yeah. So
what like the panels or the interviews?
Pardon me. I'm sorry. What was that question?
I said, what do you like better, the panels or the interviews?
That is interesting. Well, the interviews are definitely more, you can control it more, right? Mm-hmm. You definitely want to talk to this particular person. You know why you want to talk to them. The panels but the panels are kind of like a double-edged sword, okay? Mm-hmm. The panels can go excellent, amazing. It was great. This guy came in and this other guy came in and they were matching energy. They were going back. It was hilarious. Or it could just go totally left, as they say, right? And just onto some fuck shit, and then not be interesting, be silly, and somebody got mad, and it just just completely gets But I try to keep a good control of it. But I would say that they both have their place, right? Generally speaking, the interviews are a little bit more controlled and so on and so forth. But the panel, you never quite know.
And it's funny, Nelly Nell, put a fire sign in the chat. You already know I'm about to give my man a story time. You want put a story time in the chat if y'all want a story time, because I got a funny story for you, because it's funny you mentioned that. I want the story times in the chat. So look, this is funny you mentioned that, because you probably not aware, but my channel got deleted. My whole channel got deleted, bro. My channel got deleted in November. So I've been having my channel since 2018, right? So I do play a lot of, like, now the music that I play is I got beat makers and stuff for me now, but before I would play music that segue into the topic. Like I remember, for instance, I did a fatherhood special on YouTube on Father's Day, and I had a 10-15 man panel. So the intro to that was Boys in the Hood, Trey and the son, their interaction. So, I would get a lot of copyright strikes. So the thing is I remember I did a video called Red Pill versus Black Pill. So I had Black Pill guys and Red Pill guys do an open debate. And if you want to check out the content, I think that's what you should look at. So I had this debate, and then after that debate, Black Pill guys start like swarming around trolling my channel. So I had an open panel one night. This particular panel was about women on OnlyFans. And so what happened was some guy clicked in the link and he showed his penis, bro, live on the air.
Whoa.
Yeah, bro. He showed his penis live on put a fire sign in the chat, because most of y'all, a lot of y'all, I know Nelly Nell, some of y'all heard that. Y'all was there for that, the OnlyFans one. If y'all want that video, I still got it. It's on Patreon, though. I'm not going to keep the video that got my deleted down. And you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so the thing is, even though that happened, bro, I was thinking like, okay, they'll just block the video like they do sometimes. Matter of fact, RSB, the one that hit me up, like, hey, bro, where's your channel at? I'm like, I mean, what do you mean? What you talking about? Because the thing is, they didn't do it right after. Like, that happened. Say that happened on Saturday. I made a video on Monday, and then I made a video on Tuesday. Then they just took it down. So I wasn't even really thinking. I thought that once I made a video after that I was in the clear. So that's why when it comes to writing, and you're an author, you can write YouTube expert level writing. You can write them expert level letters. You don't just say, hey, give me my channel. You write a whole little expert level letter and they give it back to you. Now, Alpha Brother, this is my same channel, but the reason why I'm telling Ike is, like, see, and that's what inspired the daily drops, the daily videos. Because before I would just go live on the weekends. Like, I have my Patreon, so I give my Patreons the videos where they ask me stupid questions that I won't answer on YouTube, and I'll be like, oh, how do you get your ex back? All right, Patreon, I'll tell you how. Because I don't feel like you should, but if you want to pay me, I'll tell you. So now I would do Monday through Friday Patreons, and then I would do Saturday panels, and Wednesdays I would go live. So basically, I was just doing it twice a week on YouTube, and then I would have my Patreon daily stuff. But as you know, or if you don't know, if you once you do YouTube, they pay you by consistency. It doesn't matter if how many subs you have. So if you take a month or two off and you get back on, if you have 100,000 subscribers, if you don't put up shit for a month and your shit gonna be dry. Like, that's why you see big channels with 1 million subscribers and they don't get no viewage. You may go to a channel with 1 million subscribers and then they getting like 5K views. It's just because, but then if you look, it'll be 3 months ago, 5 months ago, 6. It's not consistent, and that's why. So I said I got to get my channel back. So I have to go live every single day because, you know, the algorithm, like, so that's when I start doing it at the same time at every single day. So I took something that was a negative thing and made it push me harder and turned into a positive thing. So now I'm doing 5 days a week, and sometimes I'm doing nights. So I might have 10 shows in 1 week, and I up my production from like 3 shows a week. But I'm saying, instead of just saying, oh man, they took my channel, YouTube ain't shit, they always want to say, no, I'm gonna just write an expert level lever, get my shit back, and push myself harder. It's not about what happens to you, it's what happens after that. That's the key to life.
100%.
Light that up. You didn't know I was so insightful. You just thought I was some Oakland guy talking shit. I know you didn't. No, bro. I was a straight A student. I just happened to have rotations my whole life up until YouTube. YouTube killed my dating shit, bro. I used to have a gang of hoes.
How did YouTube affect that?
Because I start seeing the potential of how much money you can make, and I'd rather balance my time in YouTube than women that ain't making me no money in YouTube. Because like I said, I'm a teacher. I get paid once a month, but now YouTube got me getting paid every day. You know what I'm saying? So, and whether that's super chat, cash apps, watch time, sometimes it's on the back end. You know what I'm saying? Because it can be a watch time of a 3-hour video that pushes me to that niche in the algorithm that gets me more viewers. So you gotta listen to it. You gotta look at it like that. What do you say? So views is more important than subscribers? No, YouTube goes off of engagement, bro. But some people do get lucky. Some people will get a hot topic and then they'll just bubble off of that. But for the most part, they like engagement, bro, because engagement shows people care about it. I can make a video on how to dress your dog. That may get 1 million views, but people doesn't necessarily subscribe to my channel because my channel might not have similar content. A lot of people do how-tos, a lot of how-to videos. They may have millions of subscribers, but YouTube is a search engine. So if I type in how to pay my do it yourself, how how to paint my room. So I'll go to a channel and I'll figure out, but that doesn't mean I subscribe to them.
Yeah,
I got what I was
and
looking
I
for, and
comment
that's
back.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they like engagement. So people are like, wow, whoa. And I be telling guys, you leave a thumbs down, it's still engagement, fools. You're not helping. The only way you can help me is don't watch. If you hate my guts, don't watch me. That's how you put my channel down, and don't like or dislike. If you're not there, if I'm talking and nobody's listening, that's how you affect me. You can't affect me by pushing likes down, because YouTube is looking at me like, who is he pissing off? See, they care about that. People care about me. That's how it goes. But let me open this up.
100%.
I want to get 5 good questions from my brother Ike, man. So we go in. It's first come,
There was
first
already
serve.
one up there. I don't know if you saw it.
Huh?
Message Noir asked, what are 5 things? Let me see.
All right, I'm gonna
Afi and Ike. What are 5 things I need to do to become successful? For Ike, money-wise, for Afi, game slash platform, right? That's I don't know. What do you think about that question?
What are 5 things I need to be successful for Ike, money-wise, and Afi game platform? I say the first thing is first. I'm counterintuitive, like I say. You work on your mindset first, and then what you really need to do is this is why this is the pimping. This is why you got to respect my game, because I got the answer for you all in one thing. You need to buy this book, The Keys to Future Self, because this isn't a game book. Let's think about this. The Keys to Your Future Self. Doesn't that sound like some inspirational shit? Well, guess what? It's because it is. It's a personal development workbook, right? So you need to get that book first, because a lot of shit I can tell you was already in the book. Invest that $20 and get that. But I would say work on your mindset first. Work on your mindset, first thing. Second thing, find you a tribe, because a tribe, you need someone else to keep you accountable for your thoughts. If you have all these goals and nobody else knows about it but you, it's easy to go to sleep and wake up and start over with no production. You need somebody to be asking you, hey, what's up with that project you told me about? Hey, that's what you need. So you need to work on your mindset, get an accountability poster, a person. And then the third thing is you need to write your goals down and an action plan. Not just what you want to do, but how long it's going to take you to get those things done. You put it on the paper, you wrap it up in your wallet, and you carry it with you. And you look at it to make sure you keep yourself. You see, that's why I don't do beef, because I'm a real cat. I care about real shit. So that's what I would say. What would you say, Ike?
Okay, well, and I'm going to keep it general, right? Because, I could tell you, okay, go get this particular trade skill and then get this certification. But I don't think that's what someone's asking, right? Because that's only going to be applicable to one particular type of thing, right? Because, you're talking about how do you make money and then how you keep it general. Earlier, I was talking about doing hard things, right? So number one is you need to compete against yourself from the past. Never, ever, ever look at someone else, okay? It's totally counterproductive. We're not saying don't look at somebody else because, it's going to discourage you or something. It is actually very counterproductive, because the person you need to be focusing on if you're trying to be successful is yourself. You need to look back a month ago, okay? Did I make the extra $10, the extra $20? Wherever you're at, you're working at this particular place, you need to ask yourself, where is the money, right? Where is the money? Who's making the money around here? How can I make an extra $20 today? How can I make an extra $50 this week? That kind of a thing. And then compare yourself against last month, okay? You talked about stating the goals and measuring it, right? And seeing how long it takes. I would say, number one, compare yourself when you're comparing these goals, okay? And tracking your progress against yourself in the past, okay? And then number two is action, okay? Action is primary. Not necessarily, you can read at the same time, you can study at the same time, you can listen to podcasts at the same time, you could go to these rah-rah little Tony Robbins and, beat your chest at the same time, but you need to actually take the action, okay? That means definitely you need to get away from your fear of risk, okay? Or you could just put down the whole I want to be successful thing. Let me say that again. You either going to need to get rid of that fear of risk and start taking action, or you could just forget about it. You could just totally put it down. It's okay. It's all good. You don't have to be successful. You don't have to make more money, right? So compete against yourself from the past. Take action. That means you need to get rid of your fear of risk. That goes to the fourth part, which is how do you get rid of your fear? You need to master that thing that I mentioned earlier, right? I say, Who is Afi Kingdom at any moment in time? He has three things: his feelings in his body, image in his head, and talk in his head. Okay, you need to get very familiar with how that thing works. You cannot be all up in your feelings. You need to be able to master it. You cannot be all up in your head. You need to be able to master it so that you can be calm in the eye of the storm. And then the last thing that I would say about that is always say yes. Don't wait until you're ready. So number one, again, if I could enumerate, let me challenge myself here to see if I remember what I said, right? But basically, you want to take action, okay? You want to compete with yourself from the past. You want to be able to take risk, right? To get rid of your fear of risk. You want to be able to, in order to get rid of that fear of risk, master your subjective consciousness, okay? And hey, maybe I'll do a little plug. Check out my playlist on meditation in my channel, okay? We talk about it in a very practical way. It's not no BS, no woo-woo, whatever. How basically do you become the master of the feelings in your body, the image in your head, and the talk in your head? You're going to develop these other three things called concentration, sensory clarity, and equanimity. You need to be able to be you need to be able to be in the zone is basically a way what I'm trying to tell you here, okay? If you master the feelings in your body, the image in your head, the talk in your head, you're going to be more likely to be in the zone. And then the last thing is always say yes. Shoot first, ask questions later. Don't wait until you're ready. If you're actually ready, it's too late. Okay? If you're ready, it's too late. Don't be like, oh, I'm going to set the table and there's got to be the white cloth and the whatever. It's like, no, go get the bird. Okay? The table will take care of itself later. Go shoot the bird. Right? So again, one more time. I like to repeat myself. Okay? Just so that.
That's you a teacher, bro. I get it. Are you a teacher? That's how you do it.
Exactly, man. So basically, compete with yourself from the past. Don't be competing with anybody else. Always keep track of, oh, this is where I was this month. Oh, this month I actually got extra $20 from my side gig or for whatever else it is I'm doing, or actually made some progress in the course that I'm taking, okay? And then take action. Action, action, action is primary, okay? Because just like the bicycle thing that I said, you need to fall a certain number of times for you to learn anything, okay? And if you're just waiting, you're just postponing the falls, because when you get on that bicycle, you're still gonna fall. And then you need to be risk-taking, or you forget about it. This part is super critical. You're not going to avoid risk, okay? And you want to be able to be calm in the eye of the storm so you can take risk. You need to master your subjective consciousness, master yourself, okay? And then the last thing is to shoot first, ask questions later, okay? Say yes. Always say yes. Don't wait until you're ready. You'll never be ready.
Hey, just real quick, you mind saying how old you are? If you don't want to disclose, that's cool. But I just want to know where you are. In 30s. 30, okay, yeah, and I'm 39, so we in the same. I'm class of 99, you class of 2000, right? Yeah. So yeah, we got. I'm just trying to. I want you to interview me, bro. I want to see what type of shit you'll ask me, because this is. I really like it. No, seriously, I really like our little vibe, bro. It's really cool, man. It really is, and it's cool for the audience too, because you know what I'm saying. Different mixes bring out different people. Y'all didn't know he was gonna get on here talking shit. I know y'all didn't. I know y'all didn't. Real quick. BC said, what's my favorite 3 books other than my own? I like a lot of books. I have hundreds of books, but I'm gonna just say off the rip, I like The Compound Effect, Art of Seduction, and Outwit the Devil. So those are my 3. Outwit the Devil, Compound Effect, and Art of Seduction. I only need to say the authors. The reason why I ain't gonna tell y'all the authors is because if y'all serious, y'all gonna find the authors. I'm not gonna hold your hand. I gave you the titles. Now it's up to you to go to Google or Amazon and Google it and figure out which one. I'm pretty sure if it's my 3 favorite books, they're pretty popular, and it's gonna be the first option that comes up. All right. So one more time: Art of Seduction, Compound Effect, and Outwit the Devil. So my man Dust says, Ike, everybody can be entrepreneurs. How do you know if you're bound to be one? Real quick, I'm gonna interject. You're not gonna be one because you're questioning yourself. That's why when you want to be an entrepreneur, it just you find a way. You like fuck it. You don't care if your mama don't like it, your sister don't like it, your dog don't like it, your baby mama don't like it, your girl don't like it. When you want to be an entrepreneur, you don't search for approval. Ike, you want to take that?
Okay, so the 2 things I'm gonna say, okay, which is number 1. There is this new word that is out right now. It's called intrapreneur. I know it's just a made-up word, but it's a way of saying, look, there are a lot of millionaires and billionaires out there that did not start the company. Think of Steve Ballmer, for example. Okay, he bought the Clippers, right? I believe. He is the CEO of Microsoft. he was not, wherever the guy's name, the sweater guy. Why does his name escape me now, right? The Microsoft guy. But that was the entrepreneur. He started the company, right? What's his name?
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates. Yeah, Bill Gates. Yeah, how could I forget Bill Gates? Anyway, so Bill
You
Gates
know
is
why?
the
'Cause you
entrepreneur.
make your own money, because you make your own money and you ain't focusing on the next month's money. That's how come you got. See, that's game right there. That's why. That is master level game.
Remember, that was the first thing I said. I was like, focus on yourself, compete with yourself. Okay, exactly. So basically, you can be the Bill Gates to start the company, but guess what? Bill Gates needs also a Steve Ballmer. Okay, so you can. Steve Ballmer could have started his own company because, in other words, every entrepreneur that starts a company knows that they need a lion with them, okay? Somebody that they can put a lot of pressure on, okay? Because regular employees, you can't really pressure them that much, okay? But they can find this other entrepreneur types that they don't want to compete with them, okay? Steve is like, hey, Bill Gates is like, hey, this Steve Ballmer guy, he's pretty good. I don't want him to get out here to go start his own thing, try to compete with me or go join my competitors or that kind of thing. So when you find that kind of a person, okay, you can put a lot of pressure on him. Why am I saying all this? I'm saying this because you can be that kind of a person within the structure. Because maybe you're not an entrepreneur type because you don't want to take the risk. Maybe you're not an entrepreneur type because someone has already got that market sewn up, okay? Bill Gates has already started this thing. But I'm going to find a Bill Gates and I'm going to go there and I'm going to demonstrate my worth to him, right? Get the picture? And then secondly here's another way because multiple streams of income are required, regardless of whether you're calling yourself an entrepreneur or not. Let me say that again. Multiple streams of income are requirement. They're a requirement, okay? We're not living back in the 50s where you're going to work, retire from this company, get your little gold watch and your golden parachute and live happily ever after on your pension. That was gone a long time ago. Okay, so whether you call yourself an entrepreneur or not, you need to understand that multiple streams of income are required. So therefore, get that first job with the hard skill, okay? It could be a white collar hard skill like myself, or a blue collar hard skill, which is easy, which is quicker to get, and then get a certification in that same area. Don't be like, oh, I'm an electrician, but I'm going to go start doing drop shipping. It's like, no, be an electrician and also get your certification in electricity. For example, you could say, I am a electrician working for a company that does commercial buildings, but I'm going to get my certification so that I can do residential buildings on the weekends, right? From there, you start to build that up and you're going to start seeing the necessity of the soft skills, the necessity of that good energy, the necessity of that good network, right? Because you mentioned as the second thing for your answer, right, which is have a team around you, a tribe, you said, right, Alpha Kingdom? Right. You're going to find the necessity of doing that network and so on and so forth. That is going to start bubbling up. It's going to bubble up to a certain level whereby now you're going to start bringing up in people to help you. Hey, Jay, you want to do some extra work this weekend because I can't handle this particular client? Boom, right? And all of a sudden you're doing the same kind of thing that an entrepreneur is doing. You're satisfying the same need, which is the need for multiple streams of income, which is a requirement these days. Otherwise, you will not survive, okay? You're going to die out there, okay? It's worse than you think. You need more money than you think. Let me say that again. I don't care how much money you got right now. You need more than you think, okay? So number one, there is the intrapreneur thing, which not everybody has to be an entrepreneur. You can have the entrepreneur mindset. You can be a lion within someone else's organization, okay? And you can become a billionaire just like Steve Ballmer was, but he did not start the company. But then number two is because multiple streams of income is a necessity, you need to drill in one spot. Be that electrician that then starts a side electrician business, and because there's a network effect, right? Because when you're drilling that one spot, you're going to get deeper and deeper and deeper. Don't just hop from spot to spot to spot. Oh, I heard about this new business venture going on. Oh, I'm going to go and start selling weave on Instagram. It's like, nigga, stay in one spot. Drill down there. Form a network down there. Form a name down there. Next thing you know, 5 years from now, you're getting like $10,000 a month passive income. It's possible.
That's facts. Shout out to MIA real quick. Hey, one thing I want to touch on is practice saying yes, because I had that same mindset. And guess what? That when I practiced saying yes, it changed my life. So guess what? For a long time, skydiving was like a dream of mine, right? And it was something that I kept talking myself out of doing. So one thing I just told myself, I said, I'm gonna practice saying yes. So one of my birthdays, I said, you know what, I'm gonna finally do it. So I ended up skydiving. You know what that skydiving did? It changed my life. Once I came out of that plane, I felt like I was living my second life, and anything that I'm doing is a bonus because I know that people ain't meant to jump out of planes, and I did something that most people are scared to do, and it gave me a feeling of abundance, seeing the world from a bird's eye view. It gives you a different perspective on life in general. But I was brought to that moment. This is the compound effect shit. By see this construction, practice saying yes. So that's very important, guys. My man Jonathan says, what made you enter the engineering field, and did you get your degree in it?
Yeah, so I got my degree in structural engineering and I got a master's in structural engineering as well. Why did I get into it? Well, growing up, I always kind of liked physics. Therefore, but I'm also an artistic type, right? So I do music, for example, which is one of the things I do, and you'll find, when you subscribe, when you guys go and subscribe to my channel, you're going to find out all the other things that I do. But so I'm a creative type of person, okay? Plus, I also like physics, so I said, hey, you know what? I'm going to do architecture. That way I can draw buildings, and it's still kind of mathematical, whatever the hell it is, right? But then when I started going to college for architecture, I realized that all my artistic stuff, I don't like it being, I don't like having to pay bills with the art. Like, I don't like having to go to school for art. I don't like having structure put around my art shit. Because I'm like, you know what? I can still do my art shit, right? And have fun that way. But let me just go deeper or straight to the real stuff, which is the engineering school, and not do all this, because it just seemed like a whole bunch of BS and fluff in terms of when you're going to school for architecture, right? So I just went straight for the engineering, and then on a practical note, okay, because there was some practicality into this, okay, I went for structural engineering, which is also called civil engineering. Well, structural is a branch of civil, and you can get a job anywhere, okay? Is there civilization there? Well, then you can get a job there. That's why it's called civil engineering, okay? Do they have a water system? Do they have roads? Do they got bridges? Okay. Do they have electrical poles and stuff like? Do they have buildings? You can get a job.
Now, let's confirm to these guys this. Salute to my man Golden Child. It's good to see you. This is a clinic where you got to catch the playback. See, you mentioned that. See, you wouldn't even be able to tell, bro, I'm a painter, bro. I paint and I draw. Like, I got it in my books. Like, tell them the power of being interesting. Like, you know how in the space they talk about looks, money, and status, but when you do cool ass shit, it makes you more interesting. Interesting is also, to me, in my experience, being interesting is more better than being attractive. What would you say?
100%. And some people, yeah, people like to talk about the looks, money, status thing, and they go, well, whatever, Ike, you know, you're 6'4", you're a sharp dresser, not a bad looking dude. What the fuck you talking about? Don't tell me nothing. But guess what? It has something to do also with what you said about saying yes, okay? You roped yourself into that particular skydiving trip, right? So rope yourself into doing certain things, okay? When you calm yourself down, when you stop being a bitch ass nigga, okay? And that's why I talk about that master your subjective consciousness, okay? When you stop worrying about everything else that's going on outside the world, you're gonna realize that actually you can actually settle down and pick up whatever it is you might be interested in. Maybe you go to Guitar Center and pick up a guitar and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to learn a chord, one chord a week. Just the chord, right? Strum, 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 strum. Watch a YouTube video, one chord a week, right? Or whatever the hell it may be. I don't know what it is. There's all kinds of crap out there. But first, calm your ass down, stop being a bitch ass nigga, and go pick up something. It could be writing, it could be reading, it could be whatever. You're going to pick up something for you, okay? Because you can't fake it, right? Am I right, Alfie?
You're right.
Plus, if you're doing it for someone else, then you're just doubling down on being a bitch ass nigga. It's like, who the fuck? Like, that's not interesting at all, okay? You like, so calm your ass down and stop being a bitch. And then you're gonna pick up things because you're saying yes, you're moving in, you're stressing yourself, you're realizing that, remember the first thing I said, use it or lose it. Every skill, every aspect of yourself is a use it or lose it proposition. This is not some kind of hypothetical shit, man. This is biology. If you don't use the system, it actually dies. We know that about bones, about muscles, about immune systems, about the mind, about skills, about networks, about friendships, about relationships. The whole of life is use it or lose it. So if you're out here, if you're really here in this room saying you want to do something, Okay? I'm not talking to anybody who is not here right now. You're here. You're saying you want to do something. Okay, then you need to understand that that's the number one principle. Use it or lose it. So you need to expand your skills all the time. Pick up that hypothetical guitar that I talked about, okay? But it doesn't necessarily have to be a guitar. We just use the guitar as an example. That is a way of expanding and pushing and stressing yourself. That difficulty when you're trying to learn that, and you're like, I gotta get my finger right. That's what it's all about. Then that'll make you a whole lot more interesting. Not only are you going to be able to have that skill, but you're going to be able to have the stories of having acquired that skill. You're also going to be able to meet the people in the networks that also have that skill, right? You're going to now meet with other guitar players and so on and so forth. Then that tribe comes in, and the whole social circle game and all that kind of stuff. It's all one big ball. So 100% I agree with you.
Good. You see, I thought I was gassed, and we got a beautiful lady saying y'all got that twin vibe energy. I told you, we got a good energy, me and you, bro. What's your sign? You a Gemini?
Nah, I'm Aries.
Aries. Well, she says I'm gonna end the question with my man in the stream with my man's question, but I have a question for myself, real quick. Well, I mean, this may be a silly question, but based on your last name, where exactly are you from?
I'm Nigerian. I was born and raised in Nigeria.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, the reason why I'm asking you is because I'm conflicted because, you know, with this traveling stuff, I see people are going to Africa though. So I'm saying, well, I want to go. I've been to Morocco, but that wasn't like a true African experience. You know what I mean? So where would you suggest
you're looking for the nigga shit. I got you.
Where should I go? Where should I start? It's so big. It's like I want to go to Africa, but I don't know where to start. Like where should I go? Ghana, Eritrea. So like I don't know where to start at, bro.
Okay.
This for me. If y'all listen, this is a question for me. I'm asking for myself.
So East Africa, in terms of let's say we take Ethiopia and Eritrea, right? You're from Oakland, so you already know what's that crew, right?
Yeah.
So you kind of know what you're getting, right? The most beautiful women in the world, arguably, right? And a lot of culture, a lot of history. There's a culture and history everywhere, but what I mean is history that kind of ties back to some of the more Mediterranean type history with, you know, ancient King Solomon type, really old type stuff like that, okay? That's one thing. Now, if you go over to West Africa, Nigeria, okay, is like New York, okay? Very densely populated, okay? A lot of fast-talking sales niggas like me, okay? A lot of people that are into getting that money, you get it, right? That's Nigeria. We have that reputation, right? Sending you emails of the Nigerian princes to try to take your money, right? So the same kind of thing that people will say about New York people, like, you need to watch out for that fast-talking New York guy. They'll get you, right? Now, Ghana, which is also in West Africa, is like Connecticut, New England. They're a little bit more, they're actually a little nicer, easier to get along with, not so about that bag, and they're not, you know, you don't have to worry about, so it's a different kind of fun, right? So while the Nigerian niggas are being flashy and trying to do this and that, the Ghanaians are talking about, just like people maybe in Connecticut, are talking about how much real estate they have, that kind of a thing, okay? So I will paint that picture if you're just looking at that band there, right there in the sub-Saharan Africa, not to go down to the south, but because we don't want to overextend it, but you know what you're getting if you're going to Ethiopia and Eritrea, right? But then when you go over to the west, Nigeria is kind of like New York, okay? Very dense, okay? That's the densest part. That's the densest spot of black people in the world, right there. The most populous country in Africa is Nigeria, and it's the densest spot. So Lagos, for example, which is also by the water, very similar to kind of that whole New York vibe. There's a lot of fun to be had. It's also a big country and so on and so forth. But Ghana, same kind of West African vibe, but it's kind of like New England. It's like, okay, I don't like New York, but I still want to be in the East. So let me go away from these crazy niggas and go in a more chill environment. That's kind of how I would describe it. So depending on what you're looking for, that's what you're looking at.
What about Tanzania? Because I've seen that's like a hot spot. People have been going there a lot lately.
Tanzania is a hot spot, which is also kind of more to the east as well. Also in the east, let's say like Kenya, Tanzania, and those kind of places. Let's say Kenya, for example, okay, because Kenya is kind of like okay. You want the wildlife and the savannah type stuff, then that's what you're looking at. And that Nairobi is a very kind of, it's a nice city. A little bit on the expensive side, but same thing with Accra too. Okay, but you're gonna get a lot of that wildlife, savannah kind of a deal going on there where you can go on the safaris and that kind of stuff. So that's what I would say about that region, you know,
Good.
if you will.
Well, my brother got to go to work, so I will say this: make sure you subscribe to Ike's channel, and when you catch him the playback later on your lunch break, when you get off of work, go to Ike's channel and tell him he sent you, and put fire signs in the comment section and all videos. Don't just go to the new video, spam and watch all the old videos, because a lot of the questions that you guys have, we got video for it. You got to invest in the content. Don't just come to people's channels new and going in there asking hella questions. I don't want y'all going over to Ike's channel and be like, hey, so I want to be an engineer. Give me some game. Like, no, bro, why don't you watch some of his videos first and see if he has some talking points about that. Yeah, so make sure you do that. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, Dominance Mindset and Raw Game, as well as my man. Yeah, y'all go over there and don't just subscribe. You go over there and you watch the content. And again, too, the way I do my stuff is this is your content too. So if you thought you had some bars on here, you can chop that up and re-upload it. Like if you like some, because sometimes I gave some of my best bars on other people's shit. I'd be like, fuck, that was fire. I say some of the best shit I ever said in my life, and my people ain't even here to hear it. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? So you can always share this on the community, or you know, do a highlight reel of your fucking self. Bars. You should, my game bars, my business bars. Do a whole montage of your bars and shit. So appreciate that. But I want to get my man SC's Flair comment to in the show, and then give your last words. And you know why he invested me. That's how he'll come. He get to end the show. It's not that wasn't a random pick. So I know I heard a couple of y'all questions, but I only got time for one, and I'm gonna take somebody who invested me. So my man SC Flair says, why do you get caught on waiting for the right moment to take action and not getting on that bike?
You're asking why people do that?
Yeah.
Well, I would say that you know, the answer is obvious, right? The answer is obvious because people are afraid, and they're afraid of the unknown and uncertainty. But the problem is this: the unknown and the uncertainty will never go away. And you need to understand that the unknown and the uncertainty is where the opportunity actually lies. And that's why I said that if you're not ready to take this action, then you need to put down the whole success thing away. Because the success is not where it's not, oh, it's on this map over here. It's certain you move the 3 clicks to the right and now there's the pot of gold. No, the success is in the unknown and the uncertainty. If you know, it's already too late. Let me say that again. People are afraid of uncertainty. That's normal. Okay, it's cool. It's cool. Okay, this is not me saying, oh, that's a bad thing. But if you're trying to be successful, you need to understand that the success is in the unknown and the uncertainty. If you already know, it's too late. The game is sewn up.
Good. Well, man, I appreciate your time, man. And like I say, I'm well respected. You know what I'm saying? So Black Graham might mess around and see this. AMS might see it. Steph might watch it. So the heavy hitters are a fan of your boy, man, and I'm well respected. It was a pleasure having you. Make sure y'all subscribe to my man Ike's channel. Make sure y'all like this video. Make sure y'all share the video. Share the video on your community tab if your community. And if you just got a lot of hoes on Facebook, share it over there too. Right. So any last words, man, before we out? And make sure you send me your email so I can send you those via email, those books and stuff.
Definitely. I already actually sent it to the Instagram. I sent my email to your Instagram already while we're chatting. But last words, thank you very much. Okay. And if there's one thing that you get out of this right now, before you go back and rewatch it several times, okay? The one thing is use it or lose it. And use it or lose it is not something you can ignore. It's actually a life or death issue. Let me say that again. It's a life or death issue. We are the kinds of things that you need to punch and you need to move. Like, if you don't go and move that muscle, it actually dies. That goes with everything about you. Sitting on your ass, not stretching your networks, not stretching your skills, not scaring yourself. Let me say that. Scare yourself. It goes back to that whole point about where Yes, there is fear, but the opportunity is where the fear is. You know how you know you're going in the right direction? When you're scared. There's somebody who said, I go out on a limb because that's where the fruit is. Okay? The fruit is not in the center of the tree where it's safe. Okay? The fruit is out there on the limb where it is scary. So you need to scare yourself. Okay? Just like you need to stress the muscle, you need to scare your psyche. You need to be doing something that is like, oh crap. You need to be shitting bricks, right? That's how you know you're actually making progress. So use it or lose it. That's my last word. And thank you very much.
Good. Now, you see, let me just stunt. Just why you see those books above your head? Can you see that? You see that finesse game? You see the second one? You see that picture right there? I drew that. Bars! So when I say we gotta show them, because when I say I know how to draw, I'm not color doing Mickey Mouse fucking shits. I'm drawing portraits like this.
Nice,
Shout out to my man Alpha
very
Clemens for the Sudden Death super check. Salute to you, Fee and Ike. Y'all talking my man shit. That's for sure. So if you guys came in late, I would suggest you catch the playback. And if you want a bonus show tonight, I already got a topic. I'm gonna need you to put in the chat. This was master level game. So y'all hear what I'm saying? Not in the chat room, in the comment section. Put this was master level game. If I get 10 of those comments, we'll do a show tonight. All right. Other than that, a brother got to get to these kids. Y'all take care, and I'll see y'all maybe tonight. But if not, I'll be back 7:30 a.m. Peace, y'all.